Splish Splash taking a bath. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. How's it going? I'm still getting set up here a little bit. Look at that. The screen looks quite good today. Here we go. His face is obviously not covered that well. What's everybody up to today? It's Wednesday? I just got back from our weekly meeting. So we just had our weekly meeting. I think I'm gonna start with the toadstool. The toadstool. I kind of want to maybe do a dark brown. No, I want to do a light brown. No, dark first. It's too dark. Hey, Carrie Michael Cosby. I kind of want to do a light. Let me come down a little bit. I kind of want to do a light inside of the cap. A light inside with obviously maybe like obviously a red. Some sort of red blending. But I kind of want to start with a light. A light brown, I think. Like a shield brown? What color is shield brown? Yellowed bone, intense brown, walnut, mahogany, bone shadow? Ooh. Aged bone. I'm looking. Ooh, okay. Got it. Ugh. 9161. Okay. I'll grab 9161. I got a brush that Michael wants me to test out today. He also has some other brushes, but he's working on them right now. Um, so testing out some brushes for something that might be coming up. Spoilers. Is my vortex mixer dying? Nah. All right, 9160. Oh yeah, Shield Brown. Shield Brown's good. Bottle shaking ASMR. Ooh. Yeah, my vortex mixer's acting funny. It's not doing what I want it to. It doesn't seem to be working very well. Flow? That's not good. Hmm. Oh, is it plugged all the way in? It should be. Yeah. Whoa. Like it works fine when I press on the cap down, but whenever I try to push sideways on the bottle, like this, it doesn't go. Yeah, I have to push it in the right place, but normally I don't have this much issues. Weird. Oh, of course I have to pokey tool it. Rip. Where's my paper towels? There they are. No Luca today. He had some stuff to do. I need to get some brush cleaner. I'm surprised I don't have any in here. I just came straight from the meeting, so I didn't have anything prepped. I just plugged everything in, turned all the lights on, and sat down. There we go. Okay, this is the wrong brush for this. I do like the way this brush feels, though. I need to be a little bit delicate with it, though. It's a soft brush. Okay. I'm going to use a different brush. We'll use this bad boy. There we are. Shield Brown. I also have it set up to do music, but since we're going live so fast after the stream, I didn't turn it on. Trying to find Spotify royalty-free music to have ambient sound in the background. So, where's I don't have my burgundy wine. Number there it is, 25. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. Hump day. We did it. And skin tone that she's working on this morning looks incredible. I really like that color scheme, and her blending is quite good. On that Troll King. And then no and tomorrow, so I'll be on tomorrow morning. Probably still working on this guy. We'll see how far we get, or if I want to do something else. I have a Sir Rictus like ready to go on my desk. I kind of want to work on him. I haven't done any bone or anything yet. Any bone, or I need my brown liner. Yeah, her blending is incredible. I don't think I'm going to use. I might use brown liner, which I just saw it. Blue liner, brown liner. I'll use that in a second. So we'll do that. I kind of like that his face is kind of obscured. I kind of want to work on some blending there. I think I'm going to go with a dark green Dragon Turtle Teal. I think I've been using Dragon Turtle Teal too much, but I really like it color-wise. Red, and maybe I could do Witchlight Violet. What would look good on burgundy? Yeah, the Gold King. Yeah, love Rictus. Oh, the new Rictus. Quindy, I have the new one. I think the Dungeon Dwellers one. This one. I think it was done by Bob or Julie. Did you guys do the new Rictus? I'll probably be painting him at some point. I have him here on my desk. This might be too bright. Maybe not. I kind of wanted to go with a dark green, actually. Military green. Pine green. Go with a pine green. You painted the old one? Okay. And Julie did it. Nice. I'm going to create my own little triad here, I think. See how it goes. Of pine green, grass green, and jade. Or lizard man, I don't know. Poketool to the rescue. That might be too bright. Wait, why did I not see that mold line before? What? Where's my blade? Wait, I had a blade here. Where'd it go? Interesting. I don't know how I missed this before. Wasn't paying attention. Is there any more? I don't think so. I'll put some. All right, let's. I'm just gonna throw a base coat of. Might be too bright. Coverage isn't super great on this color. That might be too bright. I don't know. I guess recently I just feel more comfortable doing darker tones. I don't know why. I just feel I feel really comfortable doing dark tones. So it just is what it is. What the hell? Yeah, annoyed by mold lines. It's weird because I should be able to see them pretty quickly, like being in mold making, but generally, I guess I don't have to look for molds too often. Because Kevin cleans all the masters for me, so I don't have to do any cleaning whenever I get the masters. But yeah. Oop. Okay. That's good enough. I complained yesterday that it has been turned off because it's in the 60s in your building. And now today is freezing. It's like 72 degrees in here, I think, in the studio. Generally. It got really cold in here on the weekend though. All right. So I'm thinking I want to do a blending of this mushroom from the outside inwards, so the brightest part is up on the top, but I guess light would be coming from this direction, right? Traditionally, straight up and down. Um, and so I didn't realize how dark it was. You can see I probably put too much paint or something. I wonder how that's gonna dry. So I'm thinking I want like a warm pink, I think. I don't know. It's tough call for me. Oh, in the 60s? Oh, wow. Outside, I see. This might be too bright. Might be too bright. I'm not sure. Do you guys have a favorite brush like size in chat? I think I'm starting to really like um the ones. It's just so versatile. You can use it for a lot of things, in my opinion. For me personally. Uh, I like how that's come out. Bibbidi. I gotta say Bibbidi at least once today. In honor of Luca. Oh, I like actually how that turned out. Yeah, I get stuck in a phase where sometimes when you're starting something and then so I'm gonna try what I want to do. I should go like a light red. Like Fresh Blood or Carnage Orange? No. Like Oxide? Oxide Red. Oxide Red. Hmm. To be honest, I prefer to use a very tiny brush, but Luca fussed at me for it, so I use a 1 or 2 mostly now. Yeah. So far, I'm really liking the number 1 Reaper. Why does it feel so much darker in here today? Need to check my ISO. So the idea is so for blending, I'm going to take my shadow, right, for blending. You take your base color, you take your second step, your mid-tone, if you're working that way, and you mix them up, and you mix them up in different ratios. To create, like, I think that's why Michael does his on his palette. He does like, and now for this, would I go which direction should I go? Because it's not like, is it like glazing where you go in a certain direction? Uh, I think I'm gonna go like outside in. Blending is pretty difficult. And I kind of want it to look a little more natural. And then kind of want to do another layer of the green. How's the green look? The screen just looks really dark, huh? Green needs another layer. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna shake that up again and see if it was just not mixed correctly or something. Pine green. Because these have been sitting here for a while, so I don't know if they've settled or what. Oh, that seems to cover much better. We did it. Yeah, when I was putting it on the first time, it looked very patchy. It also looked, yeah, it didn't look, on the palette, it looks weird. I just think it wasn't mixed up. Yeah, this is covering much better. Okay. I'm gonna go up my color a little bit because it just looks a little dark on screen. So I didn't know if I wanted to change the ISO or what. So I'm just gonna change the color adjust on the actual camera. So let me see color adjust. Auto white balance. Color correction. Auto correct. Make things a little bit, slightly more vibrant, like punched up a little bit so I can see a little bit better. Yeah. Got a bug bite. There we go. A little bit better to see. I'm gonna make a glaze out of this, my burgundy. Because obviously that's why you blend, right? It's because this looks very sharp, and I don't want it to be sharp. I want it to be a natural transition. Interesting. It still looks a little. I can see it underneath the burgundy. That color is very outlined, so it's not blending like how I want it. Maybe it's just too bright, and I didn't go dark enough. Mm. I need to wait for that to dry to see what I want. I'm happy with the inside. I might punch it up a little bit more with, what did I do? I used this one. So I'm going to punch it up a little bit more with Gnawed Bone. Create some texture in there. All right. This is what I really am not good at, is blending. So on this coat, I know that I want to hit the highlights like up here on all these folds. I want to hit all these highlights where the light's going to be hitting. That part I understand a little bit for the most part. Like I'm going to be hitting all these like raised areas. But the transition from the darkest part into the middle into the like where I'm highlighting this top part is the thing that I'm really not good at. So that's why I put these three on here so I could see. So I would, because I think this might just be too bright. This will be a mid-tone here, what I'm mixing. Now I don't know how to apply it. Do you just hit like, do you run it across the folds like this? And just because you want to leave some of the darker parts. Blending is hard, yeah. It is very difficult. And then you gotta, there's like two brush blending and then wet blending. Like, brother, art. Like, and skin tone looks incredible. I might need some more burgundy wine on my palette. Where is it? There, nope. There it is. Right, if this is the mid-tone, then it should cover the most area so that it reads overall as that color. Okay. I don't even know if you can tell if I did anything on screen. Hey, Apollos. Oh yeah, what's up? Sorry, I didn't see you there. Yeah, I can barely see what I did on this mid-tone, on this cloak. I can barely see what I did once it's, now that it's dried. But I guess that's a good thing, right? If you can tell that you did something. If you can't, then there's not enough contrast between your midtone and shadow. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to, here, I'll add another, I'll lighten it up a little bit. I'll lighten it up a little bit here. I think I just, when I mix it, I did too close to the base, the shadow, the base color. I'm not worrying about the front. I'm just worried about the back at the moment. and hitting all these raised edges. But you're right, I don't want to paint over. I don't want to leave some of the shadow in there. So, busy as always. Hey, you know, I know how it goes. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. I got my Ninja to 58 last night after Dynamis. One of our Link Show members is close to Aegis. We have 2 Gungnir's and APOC. And a horn. A horn is almost done, but and then we have a Mjolnir too. The second Mjolnir on the server. Yeah, screw that relic grind. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play enough to be able to get a relic. All right. Do I just go oxide now? Just straight oxide? Might be too bright. I might have just this might be too dark of a mushroom cap. Hey, Kara. This oxide isn't, but I do have some of the new ones. I have the set of 12. I don't have any of like the other ones that Bonita's been working on. But I've been using a lot of Dragon Turtle, Sharkbite, Lizard Man Green, and these have been like my most used colors so far. Why am I painting right-handed? I don't know. I'm trying to work on my blending today, and I think the oxide might be too bright there. And everything else is too dark. Yeah, new liner, Black Knight liner. Yeah, this color's incredible. It's more indigo-ish, like it's still dark, but it's more purple in hue, kind of, is how I'm understanding it. Here, I'll put it on the palette on the bottom right. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's very purple in its hue. I'm really bad at blending. I'm so bad at it. Glaze on glaze on glaze, yeah. I mean, I was pretty happy with whenever I was glazing, when I first did glazing, it was this model. And I was really pleased with the highlighting and the glazing that I did here. But yeah, the jewel I was really pleased with. But this was the first time I tried glazing, was on that one. This, I'm not sure how I feel like, to me, for blending purposes, this is too sharp, right? So this needs to be smoothed out a little bit. Like this looks like it's blocked in to me, right? It's not fully blended. Yes, this is too sharp for me. This looks like it's blocked in to me. And I'm not sure how to do that. I'm quite pleased with the hat blending-ish colors. Like I like the worn leather look that I got with this with this purpley red hat. And I'm pleased with the pants too. Like the highlighting I did there. The shirt has no blending, no highlighting to it. It's just a solid color. I'm happy with the gem, but this looks like it's blocked in, and I don't want to do the same thing with this. I can kind of see it happening a little bit. This one has a lot more folds to catch. So I'm worried that if I go to highlight this with this bright color right here on my palette, this one, that it might be too bright. So I need to mix these two together to knock it down a little bit and then slowly work up to this, even if I even go this high. Mix the two, yeah. So I'll take a drop of this and a drop of this. It's still too little bright, right? So I'll probably need to take 2 drops of this. Like that. And then this is I'm still working up towards highlight, right? But I still think it's too bright. Like, but maybe it dries darker. So bad. I'm also a visual learner, so uh I like visually learning. No, why did I do that? Just work with the same color, but mix in an ivory or yellow to bring it up a shade, and then do that 5 to 10 times. I see. Wet blending, yeah. You can see now it looks like it's all blocked in a little bit more. So I'll probably create a glaze of this middle color that I did to knock it all back down. Let's do it over here. Too bright. Too bright. I might just start over. I'll start over. On this green here. That's the good thing about paint is that you can just start over. All right. I am starting to come around on the mushroom cap though. It does look a little splotchy, but I think I kind of like that for that natural look. Now for the actual like red cap parts, you can take that back. Oh, I see. You're talking about the green that I did. Yeah, I'll start over a little bit. What color should these little sections of the red cap? I'm thinking I don't know what to do with those. I'm also gonna try this different brush. Oh, I've been trying that. I've been using that brush. I didn't realize. I accidentally picked it up. This brush is quite nice. Foxbite. Michael wanted me to try it, so I'm trying that out today. I'm gonna look up a reference real quick. Um, let's see, mushroom cap. What should I do? Maybe like I could do the same color that I did the bottom, like this part, like a peachy color. Let me fix my microphone. Sorry. Could do the same color as the mushroom freckle, like this part, the cap on the top. Kind of like a parchment color, or should it should stand out a little bit. Maybe like a dark parchment color into highlights. Because this is modeled after a red cap. So those red caps have that natural, it looks like it's like a lighter brown, little white freckles. So mushroom cap, red cap, red cap. Yeah, they're all like tannish, brownish. So I could do terrain khaki. I kind of want to start darker. Dark flesh. And then work my way up. Or gnawed bone. This might be too bright. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go Shield Brown to start. I'm gonna keep using. Oop, sorry, little guy. Mushroom freckles. Should I line these with a brown liner? I probably might. Ooh, I'm liking this brush a lot. I think I'm gonna line these. This is a Foxbite Kolinsky 0. Janae gave it to me today to try to test out. He said, because there's something going on at Reaper. pertaining to brushes in some way. And so Janae is testing out a handful of new brushes. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but and he gave me this one to try on stream today. Yeah, Foxbite. And they're soft. It's a very soft, like the bend is it's very soft to the bend. Um, I know that he also has some gilded goblin, gilded goblin brushes that he's trying. All right. So I'm pretending, so the lighting from this for this mushroom, instead of it being top down, I'm pretending like he just picked it up off of the ground or like from inside the cave, and the lighting is coming normally from like this direction, like how it was a mushroom before this halfling picked it up. So the darker side from that point of view should be down here, and I need to work my way up this direction. So I'm going to work on this big one just to understand some blending here. So this is my... Oh crap, I forgot what paint I used. Did I use Dark Flesh? Or no, I used Shield Brown. This is my Shield Brown. So I should take my Shield Brown and mix it slightly lighter. So I would use either Gnawed Bone or Khaki. Or Dark Flesh. Dark Flesh is a little darker. I might use Terrain Khaki. So you use the Sloth 3 and the Lust is 00. This is the Pride 0, I guess, if you're looking at it. It is really thin bodied. What was I doing? Oh, so this is my Shield Brown. I'm gonna take my Khaki and go up slightly in color. So when you're blending, how do you keep it from having that sharp edge, like how I had whenever I was doing this burgundy to oxide mix? So Shield Brown, Terrain Khaki. I'm gonna use a different brush. See that it overpowered it, I think. Did I need to water it down a little bit more? Hmm. Smoothness. Wiggle the tip of the brush across the line so it's not such a hard line. This is not what I wanted to happen there. Uh, I think Sam's local, isn't he? He lives in DFW. I wonder if he'll come out and paint on stream or something. All right, I'm gonna stop fussing with it. And let it dry so I can see what's happening. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more shield brown. I think I'm gonna go 2 to 1. I wish I had a well palette. I need to get a well palette like Anne. Because it's easier for her to mix the colors with her drops. So if I go 1, 2, like 2 drops of that to 1 drop tan, Terran khaki. No, it's easier for her to mix her paints because of the well palette. Hmm. I like where it's going. I get stuck in that. I'm gonna try brown liner, like I said, around each of the whatchamacallit. Hey, Beyond the Box Art. What's up? Thanks for the raid. I'm assuming it was a raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. Today is Wednesday. Normally we have a Luca from Miniatures Den on today, but he had some real life stuff to do, so he's not on today. So we're continuing working on some gnomes for Gnomevember. Just messing around in the studio. And we started this little guy today, working on his red cap. I'm practicing blending because I'm terrible at it, but I am learning. We're about to do some brown lining, hopefully, around these little spots. We worked on this guy last week-ish, I think, 2 weeks ago. This little halfling gnome, working on this guy. He's a cute little wizard. I overworked the hair. That was my first time doing a gray beard. But his eyes are too big for his little tiny body. But hey, I'm still learning. I can still use that excuse until I've painted a bunch of models. And I haven't finished her yet, but I don't think I will. Still need to do the wings. But working on this lady. Oh, you're good. Beyond the Box Art. QuestCon Orlando, of course. Yeah, if anybody ever reaches out to us, our help will always help with conventions and stuff like that. Practiced vest here, and then did our first striped pants ever. I really want to paint over this and try again. I know I can do it better. Really pleased with the vest on this one, though. So that's what we kind of been working on. But today, started this little guy, practiced some blending. I'm really kind of pleased with the cap so far. I was about to do some lining, so let me get a smaller brush for this. Since these are quite small, I'm curious as to what size brush I think I would need for this. Because I don't need a lot. I just need to barely put some brown liner down around the edge. I should have probably did this before. Actually doing the body, but it's okay. I'm gonna do it on this one just to see. Don't want to overdo it. What were you working on, Beyond? I know you were finishing up that blue color scheme, I think, and you used Shark Bite last time I saw. You needed to finish something in 2 days, I think. You were doing a commission. Oh, that might be too thick, I think. Oh, Elwyn. Oh, you were working on the potion seller. Nice. I like that model a lot. There's a lot of backstory with that fox and that witch. The fox can speak like 8 different languages or something in the lore of the witch. Potion seller tomorrow. Ah, I don't want to overdo it. Yeah, Alwyn, yeah. Oh, the 2 paints? Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, the new paints have been great. I've been using the crap out of these 4. Lizard Man, Black Knight Liner, Dragon Teal, and Sea Dragon Blue. I've been using the crap out of these. I demand your finest potions. It broke my brain. Yeah, especially I think Lizard Man Green has really good coverage for in my experience. Shark Bite I've been using quite a bit too. I don't know. I'm really drawn to these kind of the darker colors. I know today that Bonito told me that um, she is done with about 83 of the remastered paints, I think. So she's working her way through. So I might be able to grab some. I know Michael has them. So I might be able to grab some for stream coming up here soon. My brush is too wet. Ah, my brush is too wet. I loaded too much water. Put too much paint on that. That's too thick. So I'm gonna have to go back and make that smaller. Use the majority of the 12. Nice. Have I seen the potion seller? What do you mean? Oh, your potion seller. Um, did I see your potion seller? I think I did. I thought I did. I should have lined these first before doing the red cap itself. Lessons learned, huh? Sorry, I'm not in frame. Generally, I've tried. Might be too thick. From far away, it looks okay. Oh, I think I have seen that video. Mm, all right, I'm gonna use a different brush, I think, to see if I have better luck with this brown liner. Um, let's see. It's almost too thick for my liking. Oh, I was shaking all over the place on that one. I'm really liking this brush so far, though. Hey, Rattlecan. Sophie's Revenge. That's funny. How much did it take to prime it? We did joke whenever we were making it um about selling it with like a big thing of primer as well, just to help people when they got it. Oh, I'm really liking this brush. It's quite nice. I'm really digging it. That would have been a great little bonus for sure. Yeah. How'd you find the stream, Rattlecan? You just stumble across it? Just didn't know how you came across it. It'll be good to know. I guess it's that's Daniel coming for the end of the day. I don't know if you guys could hear that door open, but I guess it lets me know that uh it's like towards the end of the day. Nice. Miniatures, that's right. I'm so glad that there's a mini painting section now. We were, for the longest time, it was just art, and you had to, like, you were mixed in with, you know, 3D artist and 2D artist and, you know, physical art. I'm gonna line all these first and then go back and clean it up. I'm starting to see the vision. Okay, gonna go clean these up. Hey, Zambies. What's up? Welcome in. Is that another Zambies raid? Or I can't see on this chat bot if it was a raid or not because it's a restream, but welcome. Or are you just perusing everything? The category. Welcome in. Hope you've been doing good. I saw your bust you were working on, the like foxy antler deer thing. No streaming today? Yeah. You weren't feeling well recently. I think was it this week? You posted some time ago that you weren't feeling well, so you took the day off. I guess it's what time is it for school? So I don't know if all the kids are going back to school yet. So the further you're away from like school and you don't have kids, you don't know like that scheduling anymore. Like when spring break and stuff is last week. Okay. So all the kids going back to school and then they come back and they give you all your germs from all the kids. So all the parents get sick. I'm working on my blending, at least trying to. I'm really bad at it. But hey, I've only been painting for a couple weeks, couple months now, so I'm not super great, but hey, you gotta practice. You gotta paint to practice, huh? So working on this nice little red cap halfling gnome for November, and I figured I would spend some time working on this cap. I had a vision of a lighter, darker red, and I kind of like how it's coming out so far. Thanks, Ambies. Looks like you're a natural. Yeah. This is what I was telling people a long time, like when I first started. What was my first model? I don't have my first model, but this is my second. Um, and I had a lot of help from Kara in chat and stuff, obviously, but I've been telling people that I've been at Reaper for what, 15 years now? And so being around all these painters and stuff, like at ReaperCon and all these people teaching classes, even though I've never really painted or really painted models and stuff, I've just picked up on the osmosis of listening to Twitch streamers talk and watch them paint and things like that. You just absorb all the information kind of about like when you see somebody do it. I'm a very visual learner, so if I see somebody like doing some wet blending or something, I try to copy it, I guess. And so Kara painted this model in this color scheme, and I just tried to replicate it. So I think that that's a good way for me to how I should start painting is trying to replicate people's stuff. And then Janae was helping me with blonde hair because I wanted to try hair on this bust. So you can see I did 2 different styles. You can see where the split is in the middle. I tried doing some highlighting, dry brushing, and then trying to practice highlights on the blonde hair. And then I was practicing some skin tone stuff. This is a mess on this side, but I'm really pleased with how this came out for blending purposes. Yeah, this came out I think on Monday. This was at ReaperCon this year, 2025 ReaperCon. This bust was, but I think it just came for sale on the website this week. So you can get her. She's on the front page. If you click on it, you'll see a painted picture of this. This is Rael Rainheather. She's a bard, but it's a bust of that bard. But this is kind of like my practice model if I want to like try some skin tones and stuff. Really good probably for teaching skin tones. If any teachers are out there are gonna practice skin tones and stuff, I think it's quite good. And hair, obviously. I think hair and skin tones would be good to like teach with this. I don't know if Beyond the Box Art was here whenever I was showing off. I just finished this little halfling guy. Really pleased with the hat and the gem on his staff. So finish this guy. His eyes are a little wonky. I need to fix the cape, but I'm really pleased with the hat. Yeah, so just finished him up. Worked on this vest and tried striped pants for the first time. Will redo it. I have a little bit more confidence now on trying to get this, but I'm really pleased with the vest. Yeah, that's about it. And now we're working on this little guy. I have a few things lined up on the. I want to do Rictus. I also grabbed one of these. If green users are still in chat, I have this Reaper bust from ReaperCon 2024 that I might practice some bone on. I know bone's pretty good, but also maybe some purple. I know a lot of people do purple on his cloth. Maybe practice some gold on his thing. So yeah, bigger canvas does help. I definitely agree with that. Practicing on larger models for sure. Like this, the hair is just so big, and it just helps you understand where like lighting and stuff is. Yeah, it's incredible. Larger stuff. Yeah, I agree. Where was I? Oh, I was about to blend these little frost caps. So I did Shield Brown, and I wanted to lighten it up a little bit. So I'm gonna do 1 drop, 2 drops of Shield Brown. I need to get a well palette. Oh, too much. 1, 2. I'm trying to do Anne's technique of drops. She measures everything in drops. And it makes sense because these are dropper bottles. 1, 2 to 1. Thanks, green users. I look forward to your sculpting always. I don't know if I should mix with this brush. Do y'all ever just mix with a different brush, or do you always mix with the brush that you're going to be using? Like, hmm. You mix with the butt of your brush. Oh, interesting, really. And then do you wipe it off every time? Yeah, okay. Most has an older brush they mix with. Oh, okay. Nice. I might try that. I'm much happier with the mix I just did than I did when I first started these parts of the red caps. Need to clean up this liner here. It's a little bit too thick. Okay. I'm much happier with that. I need to go a little bit lighter. So now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do 2 drops of this tan. Okay. Yeah, I've generally so far have only mixed with the brush I'm using. 1, 2. And now I'll do 1 drop of Shield Brown. 1. All right, I'm going to try to mix with the butt of my brush. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I need to take who teaches buttery blends at ReaperCon? Is it Ian Markin? Ian, I think. I think it's Markin that teaches buttery blends. I need to take his class. I think it's Ian. Ah, dry brush. Ah, too late. I went outside the lines. I blorfed. Don't tell Anne. I am really pleased with this brush though. Oh, sorry, was I? No, I wasn't off screen. Bye, Kara. Thanks. I appreciate it. Use a slightly damp brush. Oh, yeah, it's too late now. I think. Let me check. See if it is too late. Yeah. I'll just paint over it with the I still have the color on my palette. So I'll just remedy that. There we go. I'm gonna do some stippling, I think, too, at the end here. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 5. Okay. I might stipple, maybe? Some white, some really bright red oxide dots. I could also blend it a little bit more there. My blends look very choppy, but I think I like that on this mushroom because it looks very natural to me. Yeah, I think it's, yeah. So now we'll just go straight Terran Khaki for the highlight. And I only want to highlight like up here. Oh, too bright, too much. A little heavy-handed. I need to blend that down. Where was I? Up here. So I'm going to glaze this down a little bit, I think. Just glazing it down a little bit. Oh, yeah. I have the Spotify like bot and stuff ready to go. I just after the meeting today, I also need to drink water. My medicine makes me really dry. I need to drink a lot of water. Who's on right now? I need to start looking at a raid. Studio J7, Jamie.
Doing okay today.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Darling Creep Show. Oh no, hold on. I needed to refresh the page. Darling Creep Show. We might raid Darling. Electric Eve. Awkwardish Panda's on. I want to do a little bit more work though. Where's my straight khaki? There it is. I'm gonna glaze this down. Ah, too much. Oh, I need to go the opposite direction. I need to go the opposite direction because where you stop your pool, that's where it's going to pool. Ah. Make sure to stay hydrated. That's very true. My medicine, if I don't drink enough water, I get really ick. I get really sick. Um, hmm. I kind of wish my red cap was. I mean, this guy's a little sinister. Like, and I'm imagining he just grabbed this mushroom cap like straight from the ground, uh, to be used as a shield. So that's why I'm doing the light the way that it is. Like I'm pretending like it's like this. The light is coming from straight down on top of it, and he just grabbed it off the thing. So that's why I'm kind of highlighting it slightly different than, obviously you would kind of highlight up here and stuff with the light, but that's my headcanon so far. Mm. Zambi, since you're in here, I know you're probably not in the teaching mood, but uh yeah, no, I'm just oh, that's the wrong color. I didn't mean to grab that color. All right, Quindy, good night. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Drive safe. I don't know what to do about this green. Uh, like, how do you get a good blend from here? Because I use this pine green. Where is it? Because I used pine green. And then for the mid, I was thinking grass, but it might be too bright. I need to mix the two. Oh, mix the two. That's right. Pine green. Oh, I did that already. Pine green. I'll do the actual drops this time. Pine green. We'll do 2 drops. 1, 2 with a drop of pine. Little tip, I tend to spare brush. I tend to keep a spare brush so I can get it wet and wipe off paint if I mess up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I have a bunch of brushes over here, but you said get it wet, wipe off paint. Get it wet, yeah. I'll have this one ready. If I blorf, I don't think this brush is good for, yeah. Let me mix this up real quick. Zambies, you'll like the theme for next year's ReaperCon. It's I don't think we have it like fully decided yet, but it's going to be very witchy, like think I guess Hogwarts-ish, Hogwarts-esque with the factions. I didn't mean to get paint in the feral. Yeah, it's gonna be very like witch themed, like very School of Magic. All right, my mid-tone for this. I need to keep my shadows. So I want to paint everywhere where there's not shadow. Is that right? Like, or close to it? Like, all up here on these little ridges. And just leave like a little bit. Because if I mix the colors enough, I can blend it that way. Wherever there's shadow, do not touch. Do not touch. Oh. Do not touch. I don't know why I thought Texas was closer. 15 hours? I mean, that's not, I mean, that is quite far. uh, like I can get to Colorado in one day, but you know, a lot of the times when we make those big trips, we leave at like 5 in the morning, you know? Like if we're going to Florida, Florida's what, 12 hours? So We just leave 5 o'clock in the morning, stop for lunch. You get there, 6, 7 o'clock at night. Okay, I'm actually quite pleased with that. It doesn't really show up on camera that well, but I'm quite pleased with that. So that was 2 drops pine, 1 drop. Yeah, it's very like School of Magic. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Sometimes when I'm painting, it's really hard to. I'm very ADHD, so just just I get focused on painting and what I'm doing. Yeah, very so far that's the theme that I know of. It's very witchy, School of Magic, and all the factions are going to be female characters. Um, and I was thinking of reaching out to some of the teachers and like, because last year we had really good feedback from the teachers because this year we sent ahead of time like what the theme was, and a lot of the teachers were able to structure their classes around like the theme, and so they were able to structure their classes around it, and it was quite nice. So, I think like there will be a nice like painting potion bottles class, and spell effects could be a class, that people could, you know, structure their classrooms around. And then obviously the people that teach the normal like buttery blends and the 4-hour NMM boot camps and all those classes can stay where they're at. All right. So now I'm gonna try a little bit. I'm gonna try one pine, 1 drop of pine, and then 2 drops of grass. Doo, doo, doo. Need a well palette. This is too much water for my liking. Since I did it on the edge of the palette. Okay. So this is slightly, we're highlighting where the light touches. Highlighting. Yeah, Anne uses her well palette all the time. That's like all she uses. But she does really like, 1 drop water, 2 drops this color. And she's the one that made the MSP, so that's just how she does it. And it helps her remember. I know that when she takes notes, she'll like write down like one drop this, 2 drop that, etc. And so it is quite nice. Um, Especially when like putting it on her palette. So, okay. I am starting to like the green. I hated it at the beginning, and I am getting a little bit better, I feel, at blending, especially helping with working up the colors, I think. Like slowly. I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it, right? Slowly go up in dark to light. I like to work dark to light, but sometimes I know people go mid to dark to light. You do mid and then you add the shadows and then you add the. I'm quite pleased so far with now. As a new painter, I think it's hard to get over that hump of where your stuff doesn't look that good, and you just got to trust the process of uh you got to trust the process. The ugly middle part. I didn't touch the front at all on this. I was so worried about the back of the model. I haven't really touched the front. It's okay. It's okay. We'll continue this guy tomorrow morning. There's gonna be no Anne stream tomorrow morning. She is out due to doctor stuff. So I will likely be live in the morning. Work is probably still finishing up on this guy. I'm liking this new brush though. I gotta tell Michael that I really like this brush. I appreciate you hanging out, Zambies. And Beyond the Box Art. People I watch regularly. And thanks for just hanging out in this random Wednesday. Normally we would have Luca on, but he is out. So I just decided to hop on after our meeting at work and do a little bit of painting. I need to... I keep... I'm in that phase where I see something and I want to touch it up. Just want to bring this shadow down. I think my brown liner is a little bit too thick. I wish I would have did that. You know, the more that I look at it, at arm's length, it's you know 2 feet away, a meter. No, not a meter. My arm's not that long. 2 feet away. It's quite nice. I still got to work on my blending. I do like the mushroom. Yeah. Also, I need to get some LED lights, I think. I'm going to put some LEDs under these. I think it would look quite cool having LEDs under there. Also, I don't know if I should raise this camera up or not. Also, Zambies, what camera do you use? Because I noticed that yours isn't in the frame at all either. But you have some pretty good quality as well. So I just didn't know. I'm always curious about people's tech setups. It's funny, if you're curious, I can show you mine real quick. I should have this set up. Where's the camera? Oh, there it is. Watch this. Lumix GX9, I think. It's a mirrorless DSLR. Okay, nice. We'll do iPad to X3. Green screen. All right. Oh yeah. Here we go. I'll show you. So this is the desk, obviously. Hey, yeah, it's not a Reaper Live. I was confused. Shut up, Smallish. Okay, here you go, Zambies. I'll just show you really quick. This is the wall. We got a big pirate, obviously. But it's cool because I have the Canon hung from the ceiling. And so I can adjust it up and down. And it has a 300mm lens on it, which is quite nice. So it's really high up there. And then we have the double monitor set up with all the lights. You need a ton of lights, obviously. There's the rest of the studio. It's a mess right now, but there's Reaper Live. And then there's a little filming setup I have over there with a bunch of terrain and stuff. But yeah. There you go. Yeah. And I have a bunch of stuff primed, like ready to go. Hey, Smallish. Well, what's up? Still working on this little halfling. I know you probably just came in, but we're about to raid. I'm just wrapping it up for the end of the day. Yours is just an arm. Yeah, most people use arms. We just have this railing system for all of our lights, and so I'm able to hang this camera, which is quite nice. But normally I would hang it on this truss, this big metal thing, and just hang it up from there. But And this truss is not expensive. And it's been super nice to hang everything from, especially those big lights. But yeah, let me take one last little gander so I can figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish up highlighting this. Maybe it doesn't need any more. It looks decent to me. And we'll start working on the front. I just wanted to really work on this red cap, which Smallish, I don't know if you've seen the other stuff that I've kind of finished, or not finished, that I've been working on. With just trying different things. Kara took me out of my comfort zone to do albino bat with pink. Tried eyes on the little halfling to no avail. I am happy with my crystals, though. So if you look at the crystal on the bat and the crystal on the halfling, I am quite pleased with the crystals. I think and the gem on this bat's neck, super awesome. I'm pleased with my purple vest on the catfolk. You know, I'm just hopping around practicing different things, and right now blending is the bane of my existence. I like highlighting a lot. I feel like most people's favorite thing is probably highlighting, because that's like right when things are popping and they're coming into their own, like they're almost done. I come in and you leave. Yeah. No, I'm just, hey, it's that time. I've been painting for 2 hours now, and it's the end of the day. I hopped on as soon as we finished our meeting. And so, yeah. Let me find out who to raid. We'll probably raid Darling if she's still on. Let me refresh. I think Darling's on. Awkwardish Panda. Yeah, we'll raid Darling. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 11:30ish, maybe a little bit sooner. I know Ann normally streams a little bit after 11:30, but see, this is Central Time, so 11:30 Central Time. Yeah, I thought about keeping this part of my glove just to have for some reason. I don't know. Meh. I don't know. All right. I am quite enjoying painting, especially when things start to come together. Sometimes you get a little frustrated, but or like I said, you get into that middle section of when you're painting and you're like, man, this doesn't look super great. And then you finally finish like highlighting and blending and stuff like that, and then it comes together and you're like, hey, I'm quite pleased. So that's why I keep showing off the things that I'm pleased with, because I'm happy with those. Thanks, Freya, and thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow morning. So, and what's tomorrow afternoon? Nothing, but I might need to film a video and stuff. I got to do some editing, so I might stream a lot longer tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. But yep, later on. Later. I gotta start the raid, but tell Darling I said what's up. /raid. Darling Creep Show. I don't know what she's doing. Is she painting? She's doing miniature, so I'm assuming she's painting. All right. Started the raid. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Have fun. Love you long time.